Ladies and gentlemen, it is a very, very important day for Nvidia as they have earnings that will be released post-market. We're going to be talking about what this means, not just for Nvidia stock as it recently has hit all-time highs, but how this big effect could really trickle down into the whole AI industry, which includes many of the other stocks that we talked about, such as C3.ai and Palantir, PLTR. Now, we're going to be talking about what does Wall Street have for its predictions for Nvidia, and will they be able to match that? Of course, that's only going to come with time, but there's many metrics that are important to take a look at, especially how the future could change here. Now, of course, if you're new to the channel, thank you for supporting a smaller content creator. Hit that like button for the algorithm and subscribe for daily videos. This is Data Dispatch, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt and do your own research. Everybody knows that. Why wouldn't you do your own research before making an investment decision? Let's pop it up on the screen here. Nvidia at market close yesterday actually comes down about negative 2.77%. But what we saw at open was a nice increase buying pressure coming here, people taking a bullish prediction on positive earnings outlooks. Now, one thing that's important to note is Nvidia did hit an all-time high here at about $481, closing at $456, but market cap of 1.13 trillion. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how Nvidia trades today, especially with the anticipation of earnings that will be coming out here post-market. We're going to be talking about what this means, and especially, is there something that we do need to take note of, something that's very important to acknowledge. Now, talking about Nvidia and especially hitting that 52-week high at that 481 per share, talking about that, it is one of the hottest stocks, and the reason being is because the AI industry has really exploded this year. And with that being said, Nvidia provides the AI chips for the H100 chip for basically these large language models such as ChatGPT. And as these get utilized more, that becomes more demand for these Nvidia chips. Now, with that being said, before we get too much into the details, what is Wall Street really looking forward in these earnings? Remember, these are coming out basically here, 8/23, that's today, going to be post-market. They're expecting a report of 209 per share, and along with that comes with revenues between basically a little over 11 billion. You got Seeking Alpha puts it at 11.08. You got Investor Place putting it here at 11.22 billion, but basically a little over 11 billion and over $2 for earnings per share. Now, if we compare those to the actual year over year compared to the 2022 second quarter earnings, that was actually just at 26 cents per share with a revenue of 6.7 billion. So in order to meet these metrics that Wall Street is setting, they do need to hit a 703.8% year over year increase and a 67.5% for earnings per share to match with these estimates from Wall Street. Now, one of the big things to note is that as demand is increasing, the supply is unfortunately not completely there for Nvidia. And what we do have a problem with, and especially here Yahoo Finance talking about, is Nvidia, is it out of control? Is one thing to take a note, especially before getting too bullish, is that the strong demand has really triggered a supply shortage, and we have seen this especially with production constraints, and this could be a spoiler for the fabless chip maker. And especially if these revenue metrics are able to be made, if you had the supply that was actually continuous, then with that demand that was increasing, that's where you're seeing those high estimates for earnings per share and revenue earnings from Wall Street. However, if there are supply constraints, then unfortunately some of this is out of Nvidia's control. And with that being said, you still do have many investment banks that are increasing their buying prices and their price targets for Nvidia. Example right here is HSBC. They actually changed their buy rating to 780 for a price target from 600. We were just basically at 456. So really acknowledging this, and are they ignoring the fact that there could be slightly a supply shortage, especially as you see capital markets here? They even kept their price targets and changed it from 620 from 550. So many people that are increasing and taking a very bullish jump, not just in the AI industry, but the leader that's really putting a lot of their resources into the AI industry, which is Nvidia. So it's a big question to ask, especially here with the strong demand. You do have something that does come with demands like this, people that start to double order. And Yahoo Finance even did this and acknowledged their quotations about what they have with some words that basically supply here is very limited, so customers can't get what they want. And what you do have is double ordering. When something does come actually in stock, people double order it and they start to scalp it, sell it for higher prices compared to MSRP. We've seen this especially with GPUs, even Nvidia GPUs. So it's the same thing happening with AI chips from Nvidia. It's one important thing to note, especially, however, maybe Nvidia is still able to keep up with the demand enough and they're able to share these great profits with their actual call. That's going to be happening post-market. So lots of things to try to unravel here. We'll see what happens with Nvidia. We'll be keeping a close eye on it. And of course, make sure you stay tuned because we will for sure have an update for you guys, and especially on how this could be a big impact to the AI industry. Take care, peace out, and catch you guys later.